Alright folks, hello and welcome to another league with Green White Company. This is the second league of the day. This is not the third one. The league that we played before this one never happened. Or maybe, did we even play a league at all? No, maybe we didn't. But yeah, we made a couple of changes. I cut one Flagstones of Trocare. And I'm bringing back the Horizon Canopy. I've run into a couple of situations where I think the Canopy would have been able to help a little bit. And there's also, you know, the combo with ramming up, of course. I added a third copy of Courser Crewfix. A lot of aggressive decks right now, and Courser is great in this deck specifically. Second copy of Scavenging News. I was not impressed by Scryb Ranger. I thought it was just bad. It's just not a card that you can play in Modern. Like it's just not good against a bunch of decks, and even against the decks against which is good, it's just meh. Too much work. Also, there's a dyssynergy with Dryad and Valakut, of course. I guess it's a little bit of in between. This like a dyssynergy and dyssynergy, because it gives you infinite like land drops to play, but at the same time it gets you farther behind. And then the Scoos coming to the main deck freed up a Cyber slot, which I added a third path to exile for. Hero is Stemful. This sounds nice. Yeah, I'll keep this. I'll keep this. Bottom moves to 5. So maybe Tron. Hopefully it's Dredge. That would be awesome. Would be awesome if it were Dredge. Vesuva not copying anything. Guess we know what that means, huh? So that being the case, I think I'm going to Tracker on turn 2. Yep. I'm gonna Tracker on 2, clocks faster, and I'm planning on, you know, fetch land of Company. So, and I'm gonna Company on main phase, I think. So we know opponent has Vesuva and probably no other non-bounce lands. Which probably means that they're gonna have a slow opener. Also, their name is Hero's Downfall. What the hell, right? This deck doesn't play Hero's Downfall. I actually have this art in paper, and it really bothers me. Like, it's the same art, same frame, everything, but like, I just know, you know? And the fact that I know kind of irritates me. But at this point, my semi-growth chambers have made me so happy that I can't really bring myself to change them. Explore. Valakut Vesuva probably. If they do Valakut Vesuva, the good thing is that they can't Titan next turn, which gives us 1 free turn. Oh, okay. So we know that Vesuva and Valakut in hand. Oh, that's very interesting. So I guess that means that I'm gonna Dryad here instead of Company. Oh man, this is super close, because if I Dryad here, that means that I get to play probably the Misty Rainforest, so I can crack my clue. And I can set up, hopefully next turn. Yeah, I think this is better. So we're just gonna do this, and the idea is I want to set up to have 4 lands next turn. 6 lands, sorry. Beautiful. So now next turn I can start with a Company, we can see what we find, and then we can go off with this Dryad. So if they play a Dryad, we can kill it. That's fine. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start off with a collected company. Whiff miserably. Actually, I don't care about the Scavenge Genius. I think I'd rather have more mana for next turn. Whiff outstandingly. Valakut there. Yes, thank you very much. And fetch for forest. And we're gonna Valakut there. We have one trigger. We have one trigger. The 1 point of damage doesn't matter. Like if we untap with this setup, we're just gonna win regardless. So they can play a Titan here, but it doesn't matter. Probably the only thing that matters is explosives for 3, actually. Ghost Quarter doesn't. Ghost Quarter doesn't matter. Their own Dryad could matter. But in response to their Dryad, I would Ghost Quarter the Valakut. No, this guy is fine. They're playing Valakut and Dryad themselves, don't they? Don't they see that they're literally just dead on board? Okay. I guess they're hoping I don't have another one. Why would I not have another Valakut though? Always yes, always yes. Always face. Okay, we want Mind Sensor. We want this. We want these. Cut the Scooses. Maybe a couple of those. Boom. I counted 2 Valakuts upon it. Yeah, it was the necessary amount of Valakuts. It was the proper amount of Valakuts. No 1-drop. Strong hand, but like we're on the draw. I think we have to go for a hand that has a 1-drop. Yep, like this one. Exactly like this hand. I'm so greedy. Why am I this greedy, chat? Why am I the way I am? Oh, never mind. I'm great. I am obviously great. Am I still making music? For hobby mostly. And I'm not really like recording or anything. but not really is the correct answer. That's a good top deck. That's a real good top deck. Need to play more. I mean, we kind of all need to play more. Always gotta play more. A Royal Gracer. Okay. Which do you think is the top AmuLIT list right now, with cards or? I think that right now it's better without. We have options here, chat. We have very interesting options. So I'm gonna go get Ghost Squatter, but we can main phase Mind Sensor to potentially deny my opponents of finding a basic forest at all. That's just what I'm gonna do, right? Fail to find. We know they have a forest in hand, so... Wow, just like that? Okay. Definitely an early concession. It's a nice combo, though. It's a nice combo. Wrapped it up, sick of your shit. Yep. The good old table flipping. Good old table flipping. Enough of your bullshit. Green-white nonsense. Card Angry Elemental. Look at how many elementals there are. There's an air elemental, there's a fungus elemental, there's a spark elemental, storm elemental, thorn elemental, and water elemental. Fungus elemental. I kind of want to learn about all of these elementals. Fungus Elemental. 4 mana, 3/3, sacrifice a forest for a green to put a +2/+2 counter on Fungus Elemental. And you can activate this ability only if Fungus Elemental enter the battlefield this turn. Huh. Somehow it's not a good card. Would have thought. We're on the play here. Opponent reveals Lurrus. I think I like this hand against Lurrus. That's what hardened scale needs, exactly. Shadow decks are all the rage right now. Ah, maybe no shadow? Just like John the Prowess, maybe? Question mark? Sure. They get back Opal for Astrolabe Sins. I mean, I think that Opal was probably eventually gonna get banned. I think that right now Opal could be okay. But I feel like it's one of those things that like in 5 years, everybody's going to say like, fucking Opal, you know, this artifact got printed and whatever. So it's one of those things where... How do we get punished here, chat? Because even if my opponent has a bolt, if my opponent has a bolt here, like if they have a push, we're basically saving 2 damage. If they have a bolt, we're basically saving 2 damage because they will need to, like, I guess we're losing 1 point of damage, but like they will be bolting my Reclaimer anyway, right? Yeah, it's obviously better if they bolt it, but like by blocking here, we're forcing my opponent to bolt right now. Notice that my ban list 5 streams will never happen, but one day in Hypergenesis Noble will be free. Yeah, because I guess Lava Dart is the card, I guess. The problem is that this enables just... Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna block, but like this just enables fucking light up the stage, right? The thing is that this forces my opponent to actually spend their mana right now. Otherwise I get to untap with Reclaimer. Or maybe not. Arcanist Recon with Lava Dart, many damage. Yep. I am very intrigued by what my opponent's going to be doing this coming turn. I'm very intrigued by what's about to happen. The problem with Apparition Arcanist is that my Reclaimer continues to be a 1/2, so it's not a card, and I'm also taking a point. So what Reclaimer allows me to grow itself, grow the knight, and it also allows me to take less damage down the line. So I think that given that I drew the Verse of Paradise, which allowed me to use all of my mana, I think that it's better for us to do this. If I hadn't found the bird, I would probably Skyclave, probably the Arcanist. It's a fatal push. What am I blowing up? I think I'm sacking Ghost Quarter. Yeah. And do I want a Heath? That would make the knight a 5/5. Or do I want a Flagstones? I think I'm just going to Flagstones. This makes my potential dry at top decks a lot better. So they're going to push the bird. Then we're going to Apparition the Arcanist, I guess. They did have light up the stage. Okay, that's probably going to be a lot of damage. So I'm just going to exile the Soulscar Mage now. It's bad if my opponent is playing like Thoughtseizes and shit, but... Oh, this tramples. I forgot for a second that this tramples. Kind of feeling like I'm about to get combo killed here. Yeah, and now they get to flashback the light up the stage. Oh my god. Yeah, I fucked this up royally. Yeah, I fucked this up royally. I had to kill the Arcanist. This is really hype. All right, I'm getting owned here, and rightfully so. My opponent is just drooling over there, thinking about me trying growing this red horde and light up the stage. They're just like, they can't hold it. They can't hold it. It's too good. Oh man. That's fire. Fire, I tell you. Light up the stage. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Oh, opponent, you the real MVP. You the real MVP, opponent. God damn it, so good. You the real MVP, opponent. People need their Arcanist fixed after Legacy ban, that's true. Well, I'm just gonna apparition the Arcanist now. I've learned my lesson. I'm not a you know, like an idiot that just like insists on making the same mistake. So now I'm just gonna blow up the Arcanist. My opponent is not very fast. Damage already happened. Okay. Little misstep there. Little misstep there. Honestly, that's just a brutal top deck. That's just a brutal top deck. If I play... It's gonna be a 5-5. Because I can cycle Canopy. No, I just feel like I have to do this. Well, no 3-drop stack on 5, yeah, it's the saddest timeline. And the worst part is like we do have the Canopy, but like we kind of want to draw a land so that I can Dryad into Valakut trigger, right? So I am in the most awkward spot possible. We are in a super awkward spot right now. Am I just dead here? Yeah, I'm just dead. So these seem good, this seems good, these also seem good. The dudes that die to a breeze, those can come out. This one seems fine. Tracker, probably don't need it. Yep. I do like Eidolon, but I don't like Archon of Emeria so much. Archon Digibolt is just... Tap Canopy. I think game goes, yeah, way different, way different. I think we probably win, honestly, if I had eaten the Arcanist. But I completely blanked. Like I didn't put 2 and 2 together like an idiot. Like obviously, if I leave the Soul Scar being a 1-2, like where I was thinking of giving them a 1-1 being better than giving them a 2-2. But obviously Arcanist just melts so much more. You mean deal 7.2 is good? Yeah, maybe. Mistakes were made, chat. Don't worry about it. Moving on to the next match. We have learned from our mistakes. We even talked about it with the RG Midrange before. Yeah, we did, but I was tilted that league, so it didn't count. I might just kill in this. This is gonna deal me a lot of damage. But ramping them is relevant. I think I'm gonna be doing this eventually, so... This card just sucks, man. Maybe I should just be playing Oust. Oust is just great. Oust is outstanding. Ha. Ha ha. I know. Snow basics. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help that much, honestly. And I like that tech from Spike, but I think that it just backfires so easily and so often. Ha, I feel smart now. Basic Forest, play another Scavenging Ooze. It's probably Clunk City without the green streaks. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Kozilek's Return. I was not expecting that card. To say I wasn't expecting it would be an understatement. Kozilek has returned to many sidewalks. Yeah, it has. Okay. That one went a little bit better for us. That one went a little bit better for us. I'm not going to be blocking this Swiss Spear here, so... If they bolt the Knight and take it from there, then that's fine, but... Scourge. Okay. I mean, you have to kill the Knight. Also, they should have definitely attacked because I'm not blocking. Well, I guess this doesn't make any change, so I'm just going to play this out. Play my Dryad. Play my 6th land. Just going to dome them. Can we talk about how bad Scourge is here? I'm not sure I like Scourge in my opponent's deck. They have not shown me Thoughtseize. Maybe my opponent watches the stream and they know about Oriok Champion. That's a possibility, honestly. 2 mana 2020 looks pretty bad against Corsair. It's kind of sketch. We're playing a lot of random incidental life gain. And it's also when... So it's a very delicate balance that you need your deck to have. So you need to be dealing a lot of damage to yourself. That's step number one. You need to be dealing yourself a lot of damage. And you also need to be dealing a lot of damage to your opponent at the same time. And you need to be playing cards like Teemo Battle Rage and whatnot in order to really take advantage of the peak, dude. What's up, Gio? How's it going? So this is the list. No, it can't be this because my opponent's playing Dreadhorde Arcanist. They're playing Arcanist and they're playing Atarka's Command and stuff like that. This hand seems solid. I'll keep this hand. Obviously going to be a lot more careful. Just bold face, sounds good. If this had been an Arcanist, I think I would have fetched and shocked in order to path it. But like this Oriok Champion just keeps this in check, and next turn I can just Apparition it. Yeah, my opponent can play the Sweeper, but again, I just Apparition it, so it's not that big of a deal. Desert Goblin, thank you for the follow, by the way. Lava Spike you. Wow. Opponent confirmed Luxac. Drawing the land and the crush through over of the light up the stage. Wait, what? I am very confused. Well, they didn't attack because they didn't cast the crash through, but like, why would they not cast the crash through? Was that just a mistake? Because it could definitely just be a mistake, obviously. Like, mistakes just happened. No need to attack, really. Saving the card draw for a rainy day? I don't know. Maybe they don't know how protection works with trample. Maybe that's it. But like, if you don't, then what are you Why are you playing Crash Through in your deck? Like, this card is not great, and there's like few reasons to play this card in your deck, and like that is one of the main reasons to be doing so. So why do they have this in their deck if they don't know about their interaction? Yeah, now they're just like they use their mana inefficiently. I'm really surprised. I'm kind of confused about this whole thing. So this is probably spicy enough for my opponent to want to play the sweeper. Oh, okay. This is different now. Okay, I guess we don't attack. Never mind. Because now they could have like a removal spell, right? Courser plays around the sweeper very nicely. But if I attack with everything and then my opponent like bolts this, they get a 2/2. So smart, so fucking smart. Sure. I know that I took a point of damage here, but I think it was worth it. With the path in hand, I don't care if my opponent plays like growing them for the Scourge. Like, it just doesn't matter because I have a path. So Arcanist. No shock. Opponent confirmed coward. Gains life. Play land. Also gains life. Play this. Also gains life. How much incidental life gain is too much incidental life gain? Cheers con un mate. Sí, capo. Hace mucho. Hace mucho que no sale un matecito. Did I play land this turn? I play the Heath. Okay. There's a Dryad on top of my deck. So I'm going to play around Lightning Bolt by eating these things right now. There's a Dryad on top of my deck and I have her Claimer, so this should be game over. No blocks. Seems like obviously it was a mistake when they didn't cast the Crash Through, but I guess it wasn't really the difference between winning and losing. My opponent was still gonna be in rough shape regardless. Gain life. push this. So we can make this a 4-4. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for me to do anything here. I can just chill. Force my opponent into awkward spots to not be able to use their mana effectively. We can choose whether we want to draw a card or whether we want to do something else instead. We can gain life thanks to the use. Push. Close game. Close game. Sweet. Two and 0. Just like the only other league that we played today. The only other league that was played today, we also started 2 and 0. Help me, Jace. Thank you for the follow. Termosiccio. Good old no lander. Good old yes lander. I think I'm gonna bottom one of these Skyclaves. Does this deck play Collected Company? Because I think I just forgot. I think I have not seen a Collected Company in months. Actual months since I've seen a Collected Company. Took my Noble Hierarch. Huh. Are they just expecting that I'm never gonna find a land for this company? Because they saw the company with the with the bubble. What? Aha. My opponent's bringing the spice. The spice indeed. They are 3 and 1. I'm gonna be the Dryad. Tarmo Goofy. Big Goif. An apparition, Liliana. Ghost Squatter, Swamp. So this has to be Black-Green Rock, right? With the terrible mana opening. Second Liliana, probably minus on this. Yep. Land would be great. Pog. I think I'm gonna discard the knight. Definitely taking 3. They could have pushes, so we have to watch out for that. Oof. Yes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Collected company. Yeah. Tireless tracker. Drawing the cards. Corsair crew fix. Gaining the life. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Liana down. Opponent gets revolt for the turn, but that's fine. Probably nothing that they can do at this point, honestly. Fatal push. So let's crack this clue. Sack this. I guess I'm grabbing. This basically doesn't cost me life, but it's effectively the same effect. Another company. Yeah, we're down here. GG's. Living the dream right now. I mean, this is how this matchup is supposed to go. Historically speaking, even. This kind of matchup always kind of plays out like this. The worst thing is how my opponent is playing Ghost Quarter in their deck, but like they are just like the attractive of playing black-green over John is precisely that you have a more consistent mana, and my opponent just got a little bit too greedy and they're playing Ghost Quarter instead of Field of Ruin, and they got super punished for it. Tribal of the Ultimate Goyf. Wait, is there a tribal? Oh, there. If yeah, okay, I see what you're saying now. But yeah, we have everything. We have artifact, we have enchantment with the Dryad, we have land, instant, planeswalker, sorcery, and creature. Almost have it all. We could have had it all. Growing out the Goyf. It's only missing tribal. It's an 8-9. But now it's only a 7-8. Yeah, yeah. You just need to discard a Bitter Blossom. We played land already, so let's get, I guess, Reclaimer Scavenging Ooze. I mean, this just has to be garbage time, right? We have successfully entered garbage time. Wow, opponent is a fighter. Lol. Did we find a Dryad too? Yes, yes we did. Garbage time. Garbaje. Garbaje time. Tiempo de garbaje. I feel like I have executed this cyborg plan like a million times today. So many grindy decks out there. I mean, we have 29 hits with Collected Company, and every single one of them is just gas. Feels good. Have I heard the Adele Loops version of that song? Yeah. The Adele one? Yeah. The Adele Loops is just so sick. The drummer for that band is just so clean. I love it. Super clean. Just an absolute pleasure to listen to. Path is Sobu versus God? No, it's not. It's necessary, but it's not good. Path is never a card that you want. Hashtag sequencing, I guess. Path is never a card that you want to be casting on turns 1 and 2, and that's exactly what Bob asks you to do. No Bob is the best thing it could have happened. Our best draw obviously is going to be a Flagstones. Make some electronic music, very inspired by Jonas's piano work. Yeah, I mean his piano work is very soul-esque. He has very like jazzy chords and stuff like that going on, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, fusion harmony is dope. Big agree. Pass the turn. Go squatter me. I dare you. I dare you to go squatter me. Yeah, this is fine. If we're feeling frisky, we can bog my opponent. If we're feeling frisky, we can bog them. I guess that it's just straight up a good play, isn't it? Yeah, it's straight up a good play because... Okay, never mind. Now we can't bog them anymore. Well, now we can bog them again. But there's land and creature in the graveyard, and my opponent could add instant, but that makes it a 3/4. Oh yeah. My opponent's also in the Ghost Squatter myself plan over there. Yeah, these Ghost Squatters have not been working out for my opponent, unfortunately for them. They really haven't. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely... I don't think I can let my opponent draw another card, so we're just going to block them here. Which also makes the go 2-3, which is nice. But I can't have my opponent drawing 2 cards a turn. And I think that they were expecting that to work. I feel like they were definitely expecting that to work. If I find the land, I'm gonna company. Because if we find Dryad, we basically just win. Oh. That's hot. That's real hot. That's real hot. And that lets me continue to do the thing. I mean, I can also just play a Scavenging Ooze and go to town. So now my opponent has no good attacks. Their Lurrus doesn't do anything. Ghost Quarter. Opponent cannot catch a break. Sure. They still don't have good attacks. Inquisition? Okay, maybe now... No, they still don't have good attacks. They still don't have good attacks. Because there's sorcery and there's creature and there's land. Yeah, they can't attack. Reclaimer just graciously progressing... Oh, never mind. God damn it, opponent confirmed Luxac. And they can do that twice. Alright, we're gonna have to company now. You had your fun, opponent. It's over now. We'll let you have your fun. And you wouldn't appreciate it. Wow. Risking the second Wajugabog / Resua there. So we're gonna get a Flagstones, untap, Dryad wins, second Valakut. I just don't think we can let my opponent tap with Lurrus, unfortunately. I wish we could have like company, but like if we fizzle and we don't find a Dryad, like we might actually fall behind to that Lurrus. Thoughtseize would suck. I'm not gonna double block. Liliana's fine. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, we can technically whiff here, but we would need to get very, very, very unlucky to whiff here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Sweet. Flagstones. Okay. There it is. What do I want to do? Courser Knight seems reasonable. Sure. The Casual 9/9. No blocks. Okay. They know about the apparition in my hand. Damnation or bust. I'm not respecting the damnation from them though. If I see it, then I'm gonna play around it in game 3 if it comes down to that. But I'm not gonna play around damnation in the blind. I'm gonna respect it. Sammy Deluxe, thank you for the follow. Six minutes ahead on clock. Liliana, you got it. Did they know about the Tireless Tracker in my hand? They didn't. They just luck sucked. That it was a good card in my hand. Okay, so attack Lily, attack Lily. Attack them. I'm obviously not going to shuffle this away. So attack Lily, attack them. They're probably going to chump the Reclaimer, which is fine. Has this deck been performing well? I started off with a weird list that I didn't like too much, and that went 2-3. Then I found a list that I liked better. I went 5-0, 3-2, 4-1, 5-0. And then today is when I picked the deck back up again, and I played a couple of weird things that I wanted to try out. On all of the things that I tried out just underperformed very badly, and now I'm back to like a list that I think it's a lot better, and we are 2-0, about to be 3-0, I think. Yeah. Most worth put in the worth. Sure. We're calling it work now, I guess. It kind of works. It kind of just works. Ooh, my opponent playing for the 5-0. Pretty exciting for them. Ralph. This has to be company, right? Heliod company. So I'm just gonna attempt to time walk them here. As the use feel great back in the days, it felt often unavailable, but with another card available in that slot. We're kind of in the same spot here. Oh, it's not company. This matchup I found to be pretty solid for us. Obviously, I wish I had searched for basics, but... Probably Blood Moon here. I think I'm in a company here. Courser, Reclaimer. So now they have, the Reclaimer just fixes my mana if I want to. And like, we're pretty far ahead on board. Do I have beef with the Summers? No. Why? Oh yeah, Glorybringer. In fact, I have a podcast with a Summer. Who's my co-host? House. So we can make Reclaimer a 3/4 here, gain a couple of life in the process. Swing for 5 here, which is also nice. Though this Reclaimer is actually a kind of solid draw. Bolt my Scavenging Ooze. Sure. Doesn't really do too much. Okay. Okay. You don't have good attacks. What do I think of the time shifted Titan? I think it's awesome, and I'm gonna be playing it. I'm gonna be getting my hands on a couple of copies for sure. MC Gruth, thank you for the follow. Yep, that's game, folks. Tease game. Tease game. So I guess that we can turn this guy into a 3/4/5. So we can force my opponent to like double block my Reclaimer. Seems pretty strong. We can also draw a million cards, which it also seems pretty strong. But yeah, thank you for the subscription, Makrat. Really appreciate you supporting the stream. So I'm doing this main phase because if we find a Dryad, we can draw it and we can win, right? So drawing the Dryad and winning seems like a fine choice. If I attack with this, they get 2 pumps. See what's under the land. A ramming up excavator. Sure. We may be shuffling on my upkeep though, if my reclaimer survives. These are some blanks. This is this just opens up too many good attacks for me, so I can't really pass this up. If my opponent wants to throw both of their big creatures in front of the reclaimer, that's fine. Like, my board state is just massive. I have a tracker they can't beat. Even if they have Glorybringer, they are losing to all of my dudes because they only have a single 1/1 blocker. Like, this is just obviously a good thing for us. Okay, so Purge I like, Knight of Autumn I like. Oreo Champion is interesting. Probably not, though. Yeah, let's go with something like this. Reclaimer is just so good in this matchup. All right, actually good hand. Keep. Bottom that, and bottom that. They're gonna have Magus, and I'm gonna be very sad. I guess if my opponent Blood Moons me, that would make me very sad. But if they Blood Moon me, that means that I get to activate Reclaimer. Do you like Primetime or Reclaimer more or Cigar? That's a good question. I think I like Primetime more. Okay. I'm gonna put a Bone Crusher into play, which is big. Big is the word I was looking for. That's a solid pickup, though. Play the meme deck. Which meme deck did you play, Andrea? Are you guys talking about the regionals that we all went to? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool tournament. No Lux. Played the Once Upon a Time Glorious. Nice. I remember. It was pretty funny. When you wish you were a Rex Sage gamer instead of a Knight of Autumn gamer. Yeah, I mean, it's not... There's two of them, right? So it's not like it's that... It would be that much better. This basic forest is saving my ass, though. So I think I'm getting... I think I'm ignoring the Blood Moon. Oh no, actually no. We can go Dryad and Skyclave. Still an attack step? No. Don't love to take 4 here, but You type that before they stun the second one. Yeah, but I mean, we're not that far, though. In before choke, right? Boil some of that nonsense that people love to bring against me. Second Blood Moon, I guess, would also suck. Utopia's Pro is fine, though. Can I work with that? 3 mana? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Pillage. And I guess I'm gonna take this chance real quick to play a Flagstones here. Go fetch a basic plains. Next turn we get to clear their board. 1 card in hand. I don't know why they wouldn't pillage the basic land. It doesn't make too much sense to me. Anger of the Gods. Sure. No idea why they're Singer of the Gods in my opponent's deck. So we lose to exactly Glorybringer. I guess Blurbringer is the only card that matters here. Chandra. Chandra also matters. Blood Moon, I guess that one also matters. Never mind. So if I attack with Knight, we put him on a 2-turn clock, and I'm not dead to Glurbringer anymore. Chandra would suck. Oh no, I guess we don't put them on a 2-turn clock because they have Season Pyro tokens. Seems correct to do this though. They're 1 mana short of making Pyro tokens. It's a lot of mana and they're floating. Scary. Scary. They found the Glorybringer. Wow, they're gonna stabilize exactly. This is really unfortunate. We're gonna die exactly. Yeah, we're gonna die exactly. That was... Yep. It was literally the only card that mattered. Because even Chandra, right? Like, even Chandra, we get to kill the Chandra and that's it. Like, we get rid of it. Like, it kills our Knight, obviously. That sucks, but... Now they can make 2 tokens to block with Season Pyromancer. And that really messes us up. Wait, what? I have to assume that they know about the spiral line. Yep. Just losing the air. Womp womp. No, this is fine, right? We don't want to change anything. Maybe Scavenging Ooze is better than it looks like. Yeah, but I don't know why you would show me that you're playing Engineered Explosives. What's the point of doing that? I may regret this. I think Auriok is too much. I'm okay with the other ones, but I think Auriok is just too much. Please be a Blood Moon. Clothis. Does that matter? No, not really. That doesn't really matter. That matters a little bit more. I could have played the Knight. The problem is if I play the Knight, then it just dies to a Lightning Bolt or a fucking... It just dies to a Breeze. It even dies to the Giant, and we have the Clothis going. I think my opponent's gonna try to race me with the Clothis. Just gotta find lands. If we find lands, I'm gonna feel okay about my spot. Blood Moon into reveal cards, that sucks. But if we find a land though, we get to company. Easy. Just casually pass the turn. Scavenging Ooze. So if we find any land off the top with this Courser, we're golden. But I kinda have to kill this thing. I think I have to risk it. I think I'm behind enough that I have to risk it. And we're in tough shape now. Rough. Hopefully no Glorybringer. We can block like that. We can double block on the Scavenging Ooze. That means that my opponent gets to trade with my Courser. That's probably the line. We lose to Bolt. We lose to Bolt. We lose to Lightning Bolt. That sucks. Okay. Okay, so we just have to company main phase here. I guess not bad. Knight of Autumn. And we can gain 4 or we can blow up the Blood Moon. I think I'm gonna gain 4. We're far behind enough. And next turn we can Dryad plus Skyclave, blow up the Blood Moon and go off with the Knight. We still have Purge in the deck? No, we used the Purge earlier. Got rid of the Chandra. Get there, Sprawl. Tight play. Glorybringer. Fuck, man. Anger of the Gods. Okay, that doesn't actually do that much. That's really nice. That's super, super nice. Because now we can just get rid of this stupid Clothes. And we know that I'm top decking an answer to the Blood Moon as well. So now the Clothes is gone. GTFO. Clothes. Okay, it's just getting to the point where it just doesn't really matter though. So I'm just gonna blow up the moon now. And now they can't actually kill my knight because we can go Scooter myself if I want to. And Courser gains me the life as well. Just doing this to gain some life and grow the knight. Just gonna gain some life here. It's bad against Anger, but like this is still a 4/4. So I think we're good here. Technically they could anger me. Bolt is not gonna be enough. Sweet. Yeah, I found that matchup to be good for us. The fact that we got out of that, yeah. I have found that matchup to be fine for us. Like I think I played it like 3 or 4 times at this point, and I think I beat it every time. Never a doubt. Never a single doubt. Yeah, it was a good match. It was a good match. Lots of resource administration, basically, right? Like, okay, I can use this Knight of Autumn to blow this up, and then I know that I have this apparition for this other thing. Yeah. We crushed their 5-0 dreams. Now let's see if we can get our 5-0 dream. This a permanent move to collect company for AmuLIT, or are you just testing? I'm just testing. This deck has nothing to do with AmuLIT. AmuLIT is a lot better than this. But this is a deck that it's fun, that I've been enjoying a lot, and that it plays cards that I like. So I like playing with these cards. So I play with these cards. That's basically what it is. Too smooth brain to lend this deck. Nah, I don't know. Practice does everything, Vampire Diaries. Sure. Playing against Riley DK. I think Riley DK sometimes hangs out in chat. Or maybe I know them from other chats. Probably answers the question. I think I follow Hungary. Crazy to think that we might just be dead here. I was looking for another apparition to get rid of the AmuLIT, but like if they have Bounce Land plus Primetime, we're fucked. Strike Scout obviously significantly better than Gracer, right? Under every single circumstance. Few. Unless they also have Azusa. If they also have Azusa, then not few. Then not few at all. Most definitely not few if they have another thing, but transmute, summon respect. All right. So this is a land. We're gonna crack this clue, hoping to find a Dryad or another apparition. I guess Dryad actually doesn't work just yet. So we have to reclaim her. Gonna get Ghost Quarter. This means we get in for 1 more point. Canopy. Oh, I guess we did play a land this turn. I guess so. Okay. So we're going to wait until we see what they do, and when they make their first land drop. Wait, does that even do anything? They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I guess it doesn't do anything. So I just have to wait for my opponent to resolve their Valakut trigger, their primetime triggers. But otherwise, I'm just allowing my opponent to haste their Titan. F. It's a lot of mana. So they're out of land drops now, but they still have Stacy. I think that they fucked up here. They're gonna be able to protect their... pack to pay for. Not in a good spot. We may be just fine here. How does this look like? Let me think for a second. We sack this, we get Flagstones. We go up a land. We sack Flagstones, we get Valakut. We play this, that's 3 damage. We can deal damage to the Stacy. Then we can go Squatter, but we're out of land drops. Ugh. We also have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana. I think we're exactly 1 land short, if I'm not mistaken. We're 1 land / activation short, I guess, should be a way to put it. 1, 2, 3. Crack here. Is that what we needed? I think that might be what we needed. Destroy all green for back. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work. So land. Try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I had to play this first. Oh fuck. I missequenced. Oh crap. Oh, fuck, I missequenced. This is so close. So we have to have my opponent make a mistake here. It's the only way. We need them to not have drawn a land. We need them to activate the Stacy, or we need them to activate a Stacy. And we need them to not have another land in hand. Those are the things that need to happen for us to win this game. Okay, that's not what we need to happen. Jose, thank you so much for the host. Welcome all of you from Jose's stream. Playing a little bit of AmuLIT over here ourselves. They're going face, which is very interesting. They can get bounce land, they need to bounce. Yeah. This Stacy got us this game. Brutal. We were one land or one trigger off. I think if I had sequenced properly and I had played this first, then this, I think we might have been able to get away with it. Now I just have to force my opponent to make the play. And they even naturally drew the Ghost Quarter, which makes things even worse for us. Super tight spot. Super tight spot. My opponent's hand was stellar. They had double AmuLIT, they had the bounce land, they had the natural Dryad, the natural Stacy, and they had the Titan to transmute 4. Their hand was very good. But I'm gonna force them to like make the correct play here. Because if we had had exactly one more trigger, then we could have forced the Stacy. But now we're just gonna fetch, and then my opponent's gonna activate Stacy in response, and they're gonna throw the triggers into the Dryad. Well played, opponent. They played it well. Okay, Mind Sensor, this Archon of Emeria. Close game. Why not go score on the first bounce of the trigger? Because I did the math, and my opponent had enough mana even if I go score on the first bounce land trigger, my opponent had enough mana thanks to the Crumbling Vestige and the AmuLIT to cast the Titan anyway. So at that point I'm just defenseless. My opponent just gets to haste their Titan and everything. My opponent played it very well. They played around all of the stuff that I could have done, which is what they should have done, obviously. There's a lot of, you know, whoever blinks first loses kind of thing, and my opponent was in a position where they were able to force me to be the first ones to blink. Then we lost because of it. Sorry, work thing. Alright, sorry, apologize about that. Yeah, okay. Kind of like the potential this hand has. Turn to Knight on the play with Ghost Quarter already in hand. Yeah, just say I did see the host. I thanked you for it. Are you just not paying attention to what I'm... just say, come on, man. Why do you do this? You make me feel so small. Okay. Gonna be doing some ghost squattering. I may or may not cast it back turn 1 this stream. May or may not. Ooh, spicy. 3 mana for an Azusa. And a castle and a bounce land. Sure. And a dryad. We don't have we don't have forests to use here, right? So castle down, land. So that's probably the last basic. Fuck. Well. The thing is that I can't really use my Ghost Quarter there because now if my opponent does have the Titan, they can cast it anyway, they can haste it, and they can bog me. And if they bog me, then I just cannot use... I cannot keep this loop going anymore. That sucks. If they have one more basic, we're kind of fucked, but now that they chose what they're picking up, I'm just gonna attempt to go squatter here. If they have the 5th basics, that's gonna suck a lot, but they don't. They had one more land drop. Fuck. Brutal. Yeah. We're just dead here. Was there anything I could have done differently? Not really. We were just one turn too slow to set up the lock. All right, GG's Riley. Yeah, that list felt a lot better than the ones that I played previously and it played a lot better in consequence. Still, I feel like I flooded a bunch there. I don't think that means I should be playing more lands or less lands. I think that I don't think I want to be playing any less than 25 with how this deck is constructed. 25 already kind of feels like a little bit too little. And just already only having access to 3 flagstones. Like, I wish I had all 4, but something had to give to make room for the canopy. This list has felt better. This list has felt a lot better. Yeah, their hand was insane. Both games, their hand was very, very good, and our hand was like kind of okay, but at the same time, it just wasn't enough to keep up. And then when we really needed to draw something, we just didn't. I don't think there was... was there anything I could have done differently? I don't think so. We didn't have access to 2 bounce lands on that game too. And game 1, there was nothing I could have done differently. Their hand was just too good. I guess what I could have done is save the Skyclave. I played the Skyclave to get rid of one of their amulets, and I could have saved it until my opponent had the Dryad. And if we had done that, maybe we would have been able to figure something out, because then we could have actively be using the Ghost Quarters in order to get rid of the bounce lands. It's close. It's definitely close. That's gonna be it for me though. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream. I'm enjoying this deck a lot, by the way. I'm liking it a lot. I think it's pretty good. I think it's competitive enough. I think that there's a lot to work on it still. Anonymous Thief, thank you for the follow. I think that there's a lot of work to be done with this deck. This, for example, maybe we just want 3 Dryads instead of 4. Do we want more trackers, less trackers? Is Cursor the card that we want more copies of? I don't think we want extra mana dorks, but like that's another thing that maybe we could think about. I don't know. Lots of ifs. Lots of questions about this deck. It's still in its infancy, right? Like it has basically just been cooked up. So I think that there's a lot of work to be done with it. Thank you so much for checking out. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next stream, folks. Bye bye. Hope you enjoyed it.